Concerns over the enforcement of court judgments have intensified in Nigeria as an Adamawa woman accuses authorities of failing to execute a ruling granting her custody of her children. The woman and her husband had been locked in a long-standing legal battle before the Adamawa State Upper Area Court, which delivered judgment in her favor 2 years ago. But despite the ruling, she says no enforcement has taken place, leaving her in emotional distress as a mother who feels the pain of being denied access to her children.
A 2024 court judgment granting custody of 2 children to Mrs. Mercy Tizzy should have ended a long-standing family dispute. But almost 2 years later, she says the order remains unenforced, leaving her trapped between legal victories on paper and an alleged systemic failure in practice. The judgment delivered by the Upper Area Court in Yola granted her custody of her 2 daughters, while the older ones were allowed to choose where they would prefer to stay. But Mrs. Mercy claims her former husband, a university professor with Modibo Adama University, Yola, has refused to comply.
Staying away from my children at that tender age for 10 years has not been easy. It was a traumatic experience for me. But God helped me, and the law was there for me. I chose to go by the law, and the law gave me the judgment. Now the court granted the judgment to me. Why not comply with the judgment? This is about 2 years now. Why is he not complying? And then he that committed contempt by not complying to the judgment was let loose yesterday. He came to the office of the judge. The judge said, I will see you later. He went and entered his car and left. And then me that have been oppressed, subjugated, and humiliated for 10 years, and even 2 years post-judgment, I was the one that was asked, ordered to be detained. What have I done?
She also alleged that attempts were made to compel her to sign a memorandum of understanding that would set aside the existing court ruling. The mother of 4 says she has written to the Chief Judge of Adamawa State, the Governor, the National Human Rights Commission, and the Attorney General of the Federation, all acknowledging her complaints, but with no significant action.
All I am saying is that I am oppressed in Adamawa, in Yola, Adamawa State, Nigeria. Judgment. The court gave me judgment. All I want is that that judgment should be respected. Why should my daughters be borrowing money to go to the hospital to treat themselves when the father is there? If he cannot do it, he should let me do it.
Mrs. Mercy is now calling on the Attorney General of the Federation and human rights bodies to intervene, hoping that the judgment in her favor nearly 2 years ago can finally be implemented. JC Daniel, TVC News, Yola.